So today is a day for a lot of hugs and good wishes in our 9 newsroom as we say goodbye to another team member. Arielle Orsuto has spent the last 5 years telling your sports stories.
Arielle Orsuto, 9 News.
Are you going to stop introducing yourself every day? I know you.
You know,
I know you. I know you.
I know you.
Thank you.
You're finally 21. Are you going to drink a beer out of that cup?
I'm going to drink the beer out of that cup.
I'm very sorry about that response, but it's a Stanley Cup. You've got to give him a little bit of a break for that.
Let's stop right there.
Let's stop right there.
I love the glass. I love the frames.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think I could do that.
I think you could. Do you want to try them on?
Yeah, let's
Here
see.
you go.
Oh my God, I can see my future.
Whoever it is will be ready. But you sort of want that rematch to see how you guys match up.
I am not going to let you bait me into that. No way.
How can people like all of your friends, like Tom Brady, and you just had Weezy here, and how can all of those kind of just elevate?
I love that you said Wheezy. I'm loving that. I'm trying to keep a straight face, but I love that you said Wheezy. You didn't say Lil Wayne.
No.
You said Wheezy.
I said Wheezy F baby.
I'm out. I'm gone.
There is a player right now who is matching your numbers from when you were in college, McKenna Hofschild.
Yeah, I heard that.
Do you know anything about her?
No, I just heard she's smashing my numbers.
I think the $1 million question is, what's next?
Oh, that's a good way to end it, Arielle. Let's just start with that. What is next for you? And then I want to talk to you about a few things.
Well, first of all, I actually want to touch on that. That was an Olympian right there. That's Lindsey Brown, who I loved telling her stories for almost her 5 years that she was with the DU gymnastics team, another team that I loved covering for all the years that I was here. So I just wanted to give her flowers because boy, does Lindsey Brown deserve her flowers.
Yeah.
But to answer your question about what's next for me, I will be heading to our sister station, King 5 in Seattle, to cover all sports there. So that's what's next for me.
We want to talk about what you've done here. I think about the 5 years you've been here, and you have done so many extraordinary things to cover not only a Stanley Cup, and you were our person. You were everywhere during that playoff series. But what you've covered and the relationship, like Coach Prime, from the get-go, man, he dug Arielle Orsuto.
Yeah, I mean, literally, you saw right there in that interview that we were talking about that you showed earlier. I think it was the moment I said Wheezy F baby that happened. That I think that's kind of why I became his person, because he understood that I understood him.
Yeah.
That I understood where he came from. That I understood the culture. That I understood what he was bringing to Colorado. And it also happened because the very next time I talked to him, I asked him how he was feeling because I understood that he was going through his surgeries. And I think connecting to people on a human basis was always one of my strengths, if I can brag about myself just a little bit there.
100%.
And I think that that's a really important thing that I think is really lacking in a lot of journalism is that, yes, we have to be impartial, but we can also be human.
And sports are our connection to so many people. You've done so much with women's sports, and it's tough to be a woman sometimes doing your job. But the Fair Game series, everything you've done, I mean, I look at how you've elevated CU women's basketball and everything else. That's been awesome.
Yeah, first of all, being with CU women's basketball from the beginning, I mean, they weren't the best team to be around in the beginning, they were amazing to be around. They weren't the best team in the standings in the beginning.
Right.
But to be with them going from a losing season, then to an NIT, then to back-to-back Sweet 16s, it was incredible. I mean, that ride was amazing. But then also just with Fair Game, it came out of just my genuine passion for telling stories about underrepresented communities. I mean, I'm a woman in sports. I'm a gay woman in sports. I mean, these are things that actually genuinely matter to me. These are things that I care about. These are stories that I understand. I know that these are underrepresented communities in sports, and I know that those stories need to be told.
We love you. You lead with your heart, and you tell and you connect with people, as you said that.
Oh.
And
don't
it matters.
Don't do it.
I know. We're going to all cry, but we're going to miss you, and we know you're going to be so successful. And we'll all say, remember when Arielle was in Denver?
Oh, well, I will always remember when I was in Denver because this has been an amazing 5 years, somewhere that has truly been a home for me. And all I can do is not just thank you, but thank you out there. Thank you for giving me a home for 5 years.